What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button. Now let's get it. The market is still on a roller coaster, up and down, volatility all over. But do not panic, fret not. This is something that we're just going to have to take, something that we're just going to have to stomach. So do not panic. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that's going on in the market. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of housekeeping and see what we're looking at, where we're standing at this particular point in time. Currently, right now, Bitcoin $79,400. Previously, it was holding the $80,000 level. Very good. Now, we did see earlier today, it did go below 79,000. We got to $78,000. So, we got to breathe. We gotta be patient, gotta relax, and just stomach what is going on. Bitcoin dominance is strengthening up, which is going in the wrong direction for us. Nevertheless, the Bitcoin is still seem to be solid at 79K. 62.45% for the Bitcoin dominance. Fear and greed index is at 27. We will monitor it, see if it will be starting to decline. Old man Ether is doing what old man Ether has been doing. So no news there. Old man Ether is doing what old man Ether does. That thing dipped below $1,600 today. I said, what? I had to get a little bit more skin in the game. I had to DCA in. If I was buying it at 2,100, buying it at 2,200, old man Ether get down. I think it was $1,580 when I saw it. I had to buy a little bit. If $50, $75. That is my way of part of my plan, preparation, and strategy. Ethereum dominance 7.73%. So right now, cryptocurrency market is getting destroyed. I see several altcoins down 10, 15, 20% on the day. Ethereum down 7, 8%. Bitcoin down $4,000-$5,000 in one day. But that is what cryptocurrency does, especially in the volatile market that we're in, with the global economy having its issues, having its situations as far as the scares, the uncertainty that is around their entire market. That is the state of cryptocurrency right now. But we always keep in mind that at the drop of a hat, drop of a dime, Bitcoin cryptocurrency can flip. So we're hanging on to that little bit of hope. We're hanging on to the 4-year cycle. That is all that we have to hold on to. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that we should be paying attention to as far as why we should not be panicking right now. Why? Because market dips are normal. It don't feel good. Wish it wasn't normal, but that is what the market does. It have ups and downs throughout the months, throughout the years, throughout the cycles. They happen in the investment world. We're investing. We got our money in 401ks. We have our money in cryptocurrency, the stock market, whatever it is that we're investing in. We understand that market dips are normal, so we could swallow that. But make sure that you stay focused. Don't get discouraged. Make sure that you have a plan. Have something prepared. Have a strategy. What is my strategy? My strategy is to take advantage of the market downtrend right now. When I saw Ethereum dip down below $1,600 today, my strategy is to get a little bit of skin in the game when I see these dips. Who knows? That could be the bottom. Nobody can time it perfectly, but dollar cost averaging in have always been one of the best tactics to counter market dips, to counter corrections. The best way to stand up to a bully is to bite it, is to fight it. What am I doing when old man Ether dip? I'm going to bite him. What am I doing when Ethereum dip? I'm going to bite him. S&P 500 last week dipped $1,700 in one day. Then the next day it dipped 2,300 points. The stock market dipped 1,700 points in one day. The next day the market dipped 2,300 points. I don't think that probably, maybe it may have happened before, but it may have only happened one time before. That was horrendous. That was major. But if you got a plan, if you have a strategy, if you have a counter attack, What are we doing right now? We're being attacked. When you're being attacked, you have to make sure that you have a counter attack. Don't just sit back and allow yourself to get beat up without having a counter attack, without having a plan. Don't just sit back and allow your portfolio to get squeezed out without having a strategy how to beat it. Might not be able to beat it at the current moment, but you want to be able to place some things in place so you can be able to win in the long run. And that is what we are placing, strategizing for right now. The global economy is in the down spiral, as you guys all know. We're experiencing an economic slowdown. No other way to cut it. Consumers are scared. Consumers are holding money. They're holding their cash. Whenever that occurs, whenever that happens, that's always bad for business. Folks are thinking twice, thinking 3, 4 times before they go out there and make a purchase. Nah, we don't have the money for this. Husband and wives are having discussions. Do we really need that new vehicle right now? We got that vehicle sitting in the driveway that's very good, we don't really use. Do we need to go out there and spend another $30,000, $40,000 on a new vehicle? Thinking twice, thinking 3 times. What could we that money be better used for? Making sure that our rainy day fund is solid. Maybe we need to add more to our rainy day fund. Do we at least got $1,000 in our rainy day fund? Do we at least got 3 to 5 months of expenses set aside? Making sure that you're prepared. Making sure that you're planning for the if, ands, or buts. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. We don't know what next month is going to bring. All we can do is have a plan in place for X, Y, and Z, because we don't know which one is going to occur. Is this the bottom? Will the market continue to turn over the next 4 weeks? Will it get back on pace in 2 weeks? Who knows? But making sure that you're understanding the various possibilities of what can happen. Inflation is out of control right now. The Fed already came out and said that they're having the hardest time in the world to control inflation. Check mark. We understand that. Now, on top of that, we're experiencing a tariff war. That is headline news. Everybody understand what's going on. Everybody understand why we are having these financial issues. Why their 401ks are getting depleted. I had $30,000 in my 401k when I checked in January. Now it's $17,000. What? I could have did X, Y, and Z with that $13,000 that I just lost in 2 months. Some folks have lost millions of dollars. I seen this one brother came out. He said, I lost $1 million in 2 days. Ooh, I said, damn. But, you know, when you're dealing with larger portfolios, that happened. My portfolio took a nasty dip. I didn't lose $1 million, but, you know, I'm sure you guys all can relate. We're all in the same boat because we are all investors. So no big deal. It is what it is. We're going to make sure that we have a counter plan, counter attack. So right now, things can feel like it's serious doom and gloom. It's like it's an economic apocalypse. That's what's going on right now, especially when you turn on the news. You turn on the news and they'll scare you out your socks. You'd be like, damn, maybe I should take the rest of my money out of the market. I know I just lost $13,000 in 2 days. I know I just lost $1 million in 2 days. Maybe I should just remove everything out of this investment stuff. This investment stuff is not for me. What did that young man say? That young man said he lost $1 million in 2 days, but he said it's only a paper loss. It's no big deal. If I was to take everything out of my portfolio, then I would be declaring that $1 million loss. I'm not declaring it. I'm not moving nothing. If I move something, that will mean that I will be declaring and confirming that I lost $1 million. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more to it. I said, what? That's a strong joker right there, but that's how you got to be. That's how the millionaires, billionaires are moving around. Some folks investing thousands of dollars, they're pulling out. Some of us don't have the training. Some of us don't have the stomach. Some of us don't have the patience to stick around, don't have the understanding of knowing what to do, knowing which plans should be implemented at this particular point of the economy. Understanding what's going on, understanding about investments, doing your homework, finding out what the rich folks are doing and have been doing. This is not the first time that we've seen such a economic downfall. Go back and look at some of the previous decades, previous years, and see how the economy and investors have reacted during massive market downturns like we're experiencing right now. So understand also that panic and fear is the enemy of wealth growth. Panic and fear is the enemy of wealth growth. Are you trying to grow your wealth? Are you panicking or are you in fear? Understand how to properly place those emotions. Understand what the long-term plan is, what the long-term goal is. But make sure you understand that panic and fear have always been the enemy of wealth growth. Very deep. So that's why we are not to panic right now, but we are to make sure that we plan, prepare, and strategize. Very important. Also got to make sure that we reframe our thought process about fear. In the past, we may have the thought process of when we in fear, we run. When we in fear, we get up out of there. This is investment. One of the best investments in mankind, Warren Buffett have told us for years. When there's fear in the market, you got to run to it. You got to be courageous enough to buy it. And when there's greed in the market, get your butt up out of there. That is when it's time to sell. So understanding these key principles. A lot of us are new investors. All of this stuff is new to us. That's why it's freaking us out. That's why it's scaring us. That's why it's causing us to panic. This is the unknown. It's so much uncertainty, but there's so many folks out there, they've been through this before. It is not anything new. There is no uncertainty in it for them because they've always experienced it. They've experienced it before, and they have seen that they have always come out of it successfully. So that is great information. Wealth building have always been buy low, sell high. Wealth building 101 have always been to buy low, sell high. Are you trying to build wealth? What is the market doing right now? Is the market high or low? What does Wealth Building 101 say? Wealth Building 101 says to buy low and sell high. If you're trying to build wealth, these are the fundamentals that you need to follow. These are the fundamentals you need to understand. Buy low. I see Apple's beat down. I see Amazon beat down. Google beat down. All of these great companies are beat down. What are the rich doing? They're buying low. Why? Because they are in the business of wealth building. That's their business. That is their business. What do you do for a business? People might say, what do you do for a living? I build wealth. You look at them and say, what? What does that mean? Some people are in the business of wealth building. And when you think about that, you be like, wow. So what's going on right now? We want to make sure that we, as the small investors, the retail investors, act and think a little bit different. Do not miss out on the opportunities that are presenting themselves right here before us. Once again, opportunity of a lifetime. Will we be able to recover in 4 months, 12 months? Who knows? But is this an opportunity right now of a lifetime? That is confirmed. That is a fact. So, like I say, always take the facts. Take the actualities, the known things. Take what is known. The unknown we don't know, but take the things that are known and then we push forward accordingly. Right now, during this tariff war, I'm going to make a lot of money off of this tariff war. I already got it zoomed out. I could already see it. The strategy that I'm implementing right now, does it hurt to see my portfolio get destroyed? Yes, it does. But I'm coming in aggressive. I'm coming in like I'm coming in aggressive. You know, I'm coming in like a structured, not a wild animal, but I'm coming in like a structured animal, like a strategic animal. I'm dollar cost averaging in. I'm taking advantage of these dips. I'm planning on making a lot of money off of these tariff wars that we're experiencing right now. I'm planning on making a lot of money off of this stock market crash, off of this crypto crash that we're experiencing right now. I got the bird's eye view. This is a long-term plan for me. I'm not worried about next month, the next 3 months. I got my emergency funds set to the side. A little bit cash over here, a little bit of cash over there. But what I've got invested, man, I'm expecting that to really recover. And I'm dollar cost averaging in when I do get a few extra dollars here and there. And that is going to be the power that I'm fueling. I'm fueling up my automobile right now. I'm fueling up my portfolio right now. So when it is time for that thing to really take off, when it is time for it to really rocket, I'll be in position. I would have, my portfolio will reflect that. Oh, well, damn, you were taking advantage of during that April 2025 stock market crash. When the stock market dipped down 1,700 points one day, and the next day it dipped down 2,300 points. Folks are going to be saying, oh, you was around then, huh? What did you do? What did you buy? Were you even investing? Or did you sell? Did you understand what Wealth Building 101 was all about? Or did you not? Some people don't know. And, that's just part of the process. Information is out there. A lot of folks are not understanding it or not trusting it because there's so much fear. There's so much uncertainty. There's so much doubt. No way. I would never put my money in the market right now. You got to be a fool is what a lot of folks are saying. But some folks are glass half full. Some folks are glass half empty. Some folks' fear tolerance are different level. So come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.